Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Yamal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Tries to play it through, and the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Liberty is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. He's having a shot! That's really well cleared. That's going to go a long way. And that was nowhere near his best. And this is Roberto Baggio. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's McTominay. Now there's the header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Clipped into space. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different... Great chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That has been cut short. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Thuram cuts out the pass. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, that's well spotted. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the pass is intercepted. And it's made its way to him. Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. McTominay.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's McTominay. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged, and the shot! Oh, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The light... And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That is good alertness. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi... Chance! Zico.
This is the time you need that pace.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That pass has been well intercepted. Brilliantly cut out. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. That's good running with the ball. Roberto Baggio. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, what has happened here? Aim forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Barcelona kick off the second half. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's run loose here. Oh, what a mistake. Pull it. Big chance! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And the shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's had it taken off him, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Messi. Great vision. And the shot's on here. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. And he was alert to it. Maldini gets it clear. Now it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Looking for the run. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Ribery. Good running, strong and purposeful. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That ball looks a good one. That'll be a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Baggio tries to pass it through. And he's there to belt it away. And that is out of play. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? McTominay. Lovely, now then. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Roberto Baggio. Looking to play him in. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. He's found a way through. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Israel have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time...
Can he finish?
This is the time you need that pace.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Hullet.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely.
Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.